Thanks to Richard Rawlings' magnetic personality, the show's high-energy antics, and distinctive builds, Fast and Loud quickly rose to prominence as a classic vehicle restoration program. Even while Fast and Loud's on-screen magic kept viewers coming back for more, many have always been curious in the making of the show. Much more goes on behind the scenes of this show than what was shown on screen, including team tensions, dramatic departures, and scandals. Even before Fast and Loud gained widespread recognition, Richard Rawlings had a concept for a show that would bring together his passion for cars with exciting, fast-paced narratives. Rawlings presented the idea to Discovery Channel straight away, highlighting the atmosphere at Gas Monkey Garage as a location where amazing automobile builds were accompanied by high-energy hustle. The unusual energy of the garage, along with his magnetic personality, made him an instant hit with producers. It all started with a simple idea to show how old cars may be restored with a little bit of chaos, fun, and competence. However, in order for this to be a hit on television, the creators had to breathe life into the bizarre setting of Gas Monkey Garage. Richard claims that his sincere business ethic was the inspiration for the garage's get-it-done attitude. It's not enough for us to simply restore cars. We're also working hard to increase their value. In order to structure the show, Discovery Channel collaborated closely with the crew. Gradually, the garage's character and Rawlings himself became the show's focal point. They accomplished this by relying significantly on Richard's inherent enthusiasm and the rapport he has with his team, which they nurtured through light-hearted banter and tremendous pressure to meet deadlines. Fast and Loud was never your average automobile restoration series. It was built on a foundation of raw enthusiasm and a diverse cast of characters. The series would stand out thanks to Gas Monkey Garage's distinctive positioning as a one-of-a-kind company, which helped smooth the way to the show's green light. With television cameras capturing every moment, what started as a little business in one area became a household name around the world, concealing the high-octane intensity of rapid and boisterous. Subtle tensions existed among the Gas Monkey Garage crew on a regular basis. Aaron Kaufman was the lead mechanic, and Richard Rawlings had a tense relationship with him. Kaufman was shy and talented, but he frequently battled with Rawlings' aggressive and business-driven style. Despite their natural chemistry on screen, tensions arose frequently due to the demands of working behind the scenes. Due to the tight production schedule, there was very little space for error, and Aaron, who was well known for his painstaking work, frequently felt pressured to put speed ahead of quality. "I wanted more time for the cars and the work," Aaron stated, reflecting on their differences. It was Richard's intention to maintain maximum speed for the show. These production limits frequently tested the dynamic between the entire team. It was difficult for the mechanics, who occasionally hated the high expectations, to keep up with the fast speed needed to keep the audiences interested. Because of this strain, there were a lot of angry exchanges that happened, but they were never broadcast. Example, when producers prioritized drama over reality, insiders close to the team said that they argued over which automobiles to feature and had creative differences regarding design choices. There was a turning point for the show when Aaron Kaufman left, although these conflicts were inevitable in the high-pressure reality TV industry. The tensions that arose behind the scenes showed the difficulty of juggling one's own interests with those of satisfying the viewing needs of millions of people throughout the world. When Aaron Kaufman departed Fast and Loud, it was a watershed moment that rattled the Gas Monkey Garage and its fans. The reasons for the declaration were more contentious than the official statement made it seem. Aaron has been public about his dissatisfaction with the show's direction and pace, saying that he left because he felt pressured to achieve short deadlines despite his high standards for quality, because he could no longer endure the working conditions. Aaron expressed his desire for greater creative freedom and the opportunity to experiment with the cars in a 2017 interview with The Drive, where he discussed the focus on selling the builds and building the Gas Monkey brand. In addition to ending a fruitful on-screen collaboration, Kaufman's departure had far-reaching consequences off-screen as well. Since Aaron was important to the show's tone and the builds, the crew had to adjust fast. Keeping the connection that fans had come to appreciate became more difficult after his departure, and it made some wonder if Fast and Loud could survive in the long run. The producers at Discovery Channel, as is the case with the majority of reality series, sought to increase the entertainment value of Fast and Loud. There was purpose behind the fast pace and constant tension. It was common practice for producers to rearrange or alter events in order to craft a more interesting story. It was speculated by several fans that portions of the program were staged due to the tight schedules and unexpected disputes that were often addressed just in time. "What you see is what really happens," Richard Rawlings said in a 2019 interview with The Wrap, vehemently denying the allegations. "We aren't performing." Regardless, manufacturing did make a noticeable impact on the outcome. Although it wasn't always in line with the team's typical methodology, producers would occasionally push for builds or scenarios that they thought would resonate better with audiences. The staff at Gas Monkey Garage became agitated because they thought the emphasis was changing from genuine workmanship to drama and time constraints. Although production values enhanced the show's appeal to viewers, they also prompted speculation on the degree to which the show really depicted the day-to-day running of the garage. However, keeping Fast and Loud at the center of automobile restoration TV was Rawlings' primary objective, which involved striking a balance between entertainment and presenting cars. Both viewers and crew members have voiced their disapproval of Fast and Loud at various points throughout the show's run. Critics claimed that several barn finds were staged, or that cars were readied before filming to increase the drama, and accusations circulated that some car sales and restorations weren't as real as they seemed on TV. In 2019, Richard Rawlings stated on the Joe Rogan Experience, "There's no script or setup," vehemently denying these charges. "Everything that we uncover is subject to reversal." Gas Monkey Garage employees were under internal pressure to meet strict deadlines while still delivering TV-ready vehicles. Workers were unhappy and eventually left because they thought the show put too much emphasis on entertainment and not enough on actual automotive work. In interviews with TMZ, former employees, including Tom Smith, were critical of the work climate, saying that the crew was put under unreasonable expectations to satisfy the standards of TV production. Fast and Loud was criticized by even fans of the show, who said that the show was too dramatic and didn't focus enough on restoring the cars. Richard, on the other hand, refused to apologize, insisting that the program was never meant to serve as a straightforward manual for fixing things. "This is entertainment," he told the Dallas Morning News in an interview. "People would watch a tutorial if they needed detailed instructions." The show's delicate balancing act between revealing genuine craftsmanship and living up to reality TV standards was on full display in the disputes, which frequently drove a wedge between viewers and staff. In 2020, after many successful years, Fast and Loud ended. It was time for Richard Rawlings to move on from traditional television and explore other avenues, including digital media, as he announced the show's discontinuation during an interview on his YouTube channel. "It was an amazing journey," he said, "but now the new chapter must begin." The decision to halt production was probably influenced behind the scenes by falling ratings and changes in viewer habits. Gas Monkey Garage is still going strong, even after the show has aired its final episode. Richard has put a lot of effort into growing the brand through endorsement deals, merchandising, and his YouTube channel, where he keeps posting updates on his latest car builds and interacting with his audience. The company has also changed its emphasis from the stringent timelines that characterize the show to more personalized projects,